All right, folks, coming back at you here again today for Ozark Mountain Outdoor Adventures. It is opening day of turkey season 2025. I'm running a little bit late. That's normally how it goes. Man, we had a bunch of storms and tornadoes and flash flooding yesterday. Yesterday was Easter. Yeah, he is risen, so I want to give the Lord some love and praise. But we're going out here for a quick trip just to see what's gobbling, if there's anything going on. Maybe do a circle for a shed hunt on the way out. But I anticipate doing a little bit of just calling, see if there's any gobbling happening. If so, you know, it's going to be a quick trip this morning. If so, I may take off part of the morning tomorrow and try her again when some of this water's gone down. But anyway, we're going hard at them, so stay tuned with us. Alright, well, it's about 6:20 out here at Nick's. Back here behind the pond. I think I just jumped up a big doe. We don't normally come back behind the pond very much. You can just run into deer and blow them out, but as far as turkey hunting is concerned, this is kind of where it's got this nice little gully here, is what we call it, just a good green patch. And I think me and Nick has sat right here before and tried to call him from over the road. I just heard one way over there. That's why I came this direction instead of going up towards the point. I heard one way over there. I'm gonna go over here, kind of find me maybe a high vantage point. I heard one that way too. Just get down in here a little bit further and get set up. Stay tuned with us. Alright, here's the gully up in front of us. Up to the top of this hill here is the road. I heard one over there. It's on the other side of the road where that's typically we hear them there. There may be one over here on Nick's property. So I'm going to go down here. We haven't got them to come across the road very well, not until later in the morning. I killed a big bird up here, my biggest bird ever. And it's been a long time ago, but just jumped up a big doe before I started filming. See where I get set up for a turkey. Nick came and mowed the clothes yesterday, so that's probably where I'm gonna go, is up towards the food plot. Boy, that's looking good, Nick. Good job, buddy. Holy schmoly, folks. This is gonna be a freaking deer slayer this year. Nick's done a lot of work here on his property. We got a stand right here. It's kind of hard to hunt with the wind. There's some deer tracks right here. I'd like to find one of these big sheds. We got a bunch of big bucks on trail camera last year. I mean, we had the split tanned. He was a monster. Boy, this looks good. Look at this, folks. It's beautiful. This is beautiful, Nick. Great job. This food plot, folks, looking beautiful. The tree stand over there. He moved down the fence row. We were supposed to have gotten out here and did some trimming, but we didn't get a chance to. I know where I'm gonna go. I'm gonna sit right next to stinking Nick's tree. Sit right next to Nick's tree. Man, this is beautiful food. All right, I'm gonna get set up. This is Nick's tree, food plot tree. Right up here. Good feeling about this morning, folks. We're seeing this food plot. It's beautiful. And good job, Nick. Somebody's gonna get big out of this one. This is coming September. I better get set up. Stay tuned. All right, well, pretty much set up. There's my decoy right over there. Just sitting in the food plot. That's all I'm doing. Nothing special so far. Other than that, I haven't done a big fancy game plan. Me and Scotty went out a couple times, and they were both super hot and sunny days, and so I didn't really try and roost any birds. Time's passed. If there's any on Nick's property, they're just a little ways up there and in the woods, and then kind of come down this way, or they'll come across the road and come over here. We don't see them on the property as much as we used to when there was cows on the property. You know, I guess that dung draws insects and such, but they're still here. I've had heard a couple gobbles, but nothing real close and nothing real loud, so I'm going to get into doing some calling here pretty quick, so hopefully we'll get a response. Stay tuned with us. Oh, on a side note, I grabbed my beanie and my gloves. I didn't grab my hat, but it was set right next to them. So I don't know what I did with them. I must have not put it in my backpack or something. It's a bummer, but it'll be okay. Let's get on into it. If I could turkey call worth a hoot. I'm much better at grunt calling. Well, that wasn't pretty at all. We'll see if I get lucky and something comes in. Stay tuned. All right, well, that didn't amount to much. It's 7:16. I ain't got much time. So I'm gonna make a move. See if I can make something happen. Find a shed. Spot a bird, see a deer, do something. Just sitting there ain't gonna make it happen. Yeah, I heard 2 gobbles, that's it. They're really a long way away. This wind's picking up. Make a loop. Just poke my head towards the back of the property. See what happens. Get a little hike in this morning. I think I'm gonna come down this way and go that way. Make a loop. See if any sheds jump out at me. Down here for this. I kind of looked over there by the pond for a minute as I was passing through. Trying to hurry though, so really didn't spend much time. It's just good to get out and enjoy God's creation. Like I said, we've had a lot of good bucks on trail camera here this last year. I'm going to put that Browning Dark Ops probably on the food plot there. I was just sitting right over there. Probably on the food plot, or depending on those cellular cams Nick's been running the last couple of years. I may put it over in here somewhere closer to this other tree we hung out of. Just gonna look here for some sheds real quick. That's a good deer path right there, man. I tell you, it's a good freaking. That is a good
good worn trail right here, man. Holy smokes. They're coming right here. Coming out right there. Well, if I'm gonna get any ticks, it's gonna be right through here probably. Another good trail. Yep, I've seen them on this trail too. And it's a worn trail. Oh my golly. I like to see one of those big old 10 points shed. There's a cul-de-sac stand. I killed that 8 point in 2023. It was only standing right about in here. Like a 23-yard shot. Man, that's a big freaking deer trail. Holy cow, that's a big old deer trail. There's deer all over this place. Now, granted, we had that big rain last night, and those trails stick out a little bit better. After a rain, there's a couple really good trails back there. Nick considered putting a tree stand in this one and kind of cover both of those spots out of one tree. It's almost like if you want to shoot one way or if you want to shoot the other, you got to pick a different tree where that tree might cover both of them a little better. And there ain't nothing gobbling. Nothing. I haven't had much luck out here the last few years. Like I said, without the cows, there's about 4 or 5 deer right there. Without the cows, the deer hunting's gotten a lot better, but I've seen far fewer coyotes, and there's about 5 deer that just went in there. I'm gonna poke my head in there too. A couple of years ago, I found a little shed over here. That's where they come out too. I mean, it is a clear, worn trail right here. And dead to rights. Oh, there's some turkey. I see some turkey down there. I see some turkey. Let me see about 4 turkeys. peek out and just kind of see if I can make something happen. I was just kind of walking the edge, seeing if I could find a shed or two. And I seen about 5 deer down in here in the woods. And then a little bit further ahead, I seen about 4 turkey out in the field. And they went off into the woods, or started to. So here I am in the woods. Right in here is where a couple of years ago, there was some roosting ones right here. Hopefully me spooking them, jumped them, busted them up a little bit. I can get something happening here, so who knows? I ain't got much time left. So hopefully I can see a bird, take a shot at it. That's what I'm trying. Stay tuned.